Hello there, YouTube. I got a pretty exciting game for you today. This is week 10 of UPA. Not only is it week 10, it's the final week of the regular season. The season was cut a little bit short, and all of a sudden we see ourselves currently 5-4. Hopefully we can go 6-4 for the season and end in a good spot. I'm Galad874, and in this game we are battling Hayes, coach of the New Orleans Noiverns. Make sure to go check out his YouTube. It will be linked in the description below. He's been a pretty active member of the Pokemon draft community as of late, and he's just a really nice guy to talk to, so please go show him some love. Again, we are 5-4. Hopefully we can go above. Because our diff is so good for 5-4, the chances of us missing playoffs are highly unlikely. Our opponent, however, is fighting for a playoff spot. If he does lose, he's basically guaranteed out. The only thing that sucks is that I think a bye week is out of the question for us. I would love that if we got a fat win today, but I don't think it's going to be possible. So we're going to have to settle for, middle of the pack, which is fine. One more thing before I get into the team builder today, I want to thank you guys for the recent support I've been seeing on the channel. My last few videos last week got a whole bunch of views, and my sub count just keeps going up and up. So I really appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Without further ado, we can start getting into the team builder as always. I'm going to slap the team on screen now. List off his team real quick. It is Torrentee, Hydreigon, Thundee, Terrakion, Nidoqueen, Metagross, Jellicent, Aromatisse, Centiskorch, Thwackey, and Lickitung. Now, there's two things to observe here. A, I made transactions. I talked about it last week. You see it there. B, my opponent has Unova, Legendaries of the movie, as their team. So this is going to be an interesting prep session here, since it's like that. I will say my matchup, it wasn't as good as I initially had thought, but it still wasn't that bad. Definitely could see ways that my opponent messes me up, and I can talk about Tornadus T, which usually, I never think it's a bad Pokemon, but I don't think it's like a top 3 like some people do. In this matchup, Torrentee is amazing, and I have a very hard time sort of dealing with it late game. Early game, it's not that scary, but the longer it sticks around, the more annoying it's going to be dealing with it. Especially like a utility set, knockoff, U-turn. I don't really find Nasty Plot or any type of offensive set that scary. That, I think, is the biggest threat to my team. If both Terrakion and Metagross come, which I kind of expect them to, Hippowdon's going to be a little bit overwhelmed, and I have to be careful in checking both of those. So that could be annoying. And then finally, he's got defensive mons that I know he likes to use, like Jellicent and Aromatisse. They can be annoying for some mons, like Scolipede can't do anything to Jellicent. A really bulky Aromatisse walls a lot of my team, including Pangoro, which I'm bringing this week. So that stuff's very scary. Finally, that's kind of all I'm expecting in terms of what's really scary. I guess Hydreigon could come, but I have some really good answers to it. Thundee I'm not too worried about, but I could see it coming. And everything else isn't really that scary. Switching into Centiskorch is a little bit worrisome, though. Otherwise, that's his team. I don't really have too much else to say about it. The game plan here is to use my slow type Null as a pivot this week and get into offensive threats. I didn't build this team full offensive type Null pivot. Looking back, maybe I should have done that. But type Null is definitely going to be used early, and I can get in threats to possibly spread some damage. The thing is, he doesn't have counters to everything on my team, or at least he can't bring every counter. So something on my team I think is going to have a good matchup. But that's that. What I'm bringing in this game is going to be the Hippowdon, type Null, Goodra, Scolipede, Pangoro, and Jirachi. As you see, I started with the defensive mons this week. That's because they were easier to build for, basically. I have Hippowdon here. It's a pretty standard set. I've got a high horsepower over Earthquake because of the Thwackey potentially. I don't want my moves getting weakened here. Rocky Helmet for the contact close combat and literally all of Metagross's moves. The only issue with this is that his top 3 mons are all immune to ground, and they also all get defog. The point was to try and get rocks up and then maybe force in the defog to get offensive momentum, which I still like, but it's a little bit hard to do that on Torn. And I do expect Hydreigon, if it's going to come, to be more bulky in this game, so I wouldn't be shocked if it had room for defog. So I'm not the biggest fan of that, but at least if I can force them to do it to get a free turn, it could be really helpful for me in the middle of the game. Otherwise, you know, Tarak, Metagross, that's kind of all Hippo is really here for. Next is going to be Type Null, a pretty important member of this team. Pretty Spadef set. It's meant to switch into the Thundurus as well as the Hydreigon if it is offensive. Tornadus as well, though I don't like the idea of knockoff running around. Rock Slide, U-turn, Toxic Roar. Rock Slide to hit the flying types. U-turn to pivot, most important move on this. And Toxic and Roar for utility. I didn't really need much else for this. The beauty with Type Null is that its moveset isn't too complex to where I can kind of easily put 4 moves on and they can all do something, which I really like in this game here. And that's just Spadef Type Null. There's not too much else to say about it. It's my main pivot around to get my offensive mons in this week, and that's its job. Oh, and its nickname didn't pop up on the thing when I genned it, which I'm a little upset about. Goodra is third. I learned throughout my history of draft that I always tried to force Goodra to be defensive. This week I'm bringing Modest offensive with 4 attacks and Assault Vest. This is my offensive way of dealing with Thundy, Torn, and stuff like that. Draco is extremely spammable because besides Aromatisse and Metagross, it's not getting me a kill, but it's doing like 80% to everything, if not more. Metagross doesn't get recovery, and if Aromatisse comes in, Sludge Bomb has a good chance to 2-shot if it's defensive, and I'm completely okay with taking a Moonblast in the process for that. I would be completely okay with it. Flamethrower and T-Bolt was the best coverage option I had, and then Sap Sipper for the Thwacky just in case that comes, so I don't have to worry about taking Banded Woodhammer into grass because it actually still does a lot. Fourth is Scolipede, another offensive threat. This is a potential late game, probably what we're going to go for. Life Orb 4 attacks. Every week I bring like Boots and regret it, so I'm bringing Life Orb. The extra damage is really helpful for stuff like the Metagross to where Earthquake 2 shots at max HP variant. The Nidoqueen, I need chip on it, but I can do a lot to it. I needed Rock Slide for the flying types, and then Dual Stab for certain things like Aromatisse, Hydreigon. I didn't want to not have one of those moves, and then he find out, and then later not be able to touch it. That would be awkward. I'm also Jolly Nature. I didn't want to go Jolly Nature, but absolute max speed Hydreigon does outspeed an Adamant Scolipede at neutral, and because I don't have Protect, I didn't want to have an unreliable way of dealing with Hydreigon offensively. This is sort of the same with like Thundurus as well, but it was mainly meant for Hydreigon. Losing the power kind of sucks, but it wasn't the end of the world since I have the Life Orb this week. Fifth is Pangoro. This is a Choice Scarf set. I don't really like bringing Choice Scarf mons around this speed tier as well. I'm pretty like nitpicky about it, but in this game I felt like it was pretty useful. If the Aromatisse doesn't come, this Pangoro goes in on this team. There is no switching. There has to be a nice prediction from Hayes' part in order for his team to like handle this Pangoro if there's no Aromatisse. The good thing is most of my team is built in a way to take on Aromatisse at least 1v1. So I thought this was worth the risk, and I still have Gunk Shot. I don't really see myself clicking Gunk Shot, but it is there for the option. And I went Jolly. Again, losing out on the power kind of sucks, but this meant that I could outspeed Thundurus and the Terrakion, and I thought that was a pretty good benchmark to hit. So if they outspeed me, they're Scarf themselves. I wouldn't be shocked to see Scarf Terrakion this week, if not Scarf Thundy. So yeah. Finally, we have Jirachi. I tried fitting 4 moves as much as I could, but in the end, I think having these 3 moves and Wish was just a little bit more helpful. Wish I like on this build because I have the type Null that's going to want to come in and out repeatedly, as well as the Goodra, who also wouldn't mind catching a Wish mid-game. It could be very helpful. U-turn to pivot out on Hydreigon because I am max speed, and then Ice Punch was pretty spammable, as well as Iron Head on this build. It's also a pivot as alongside the type Null. Type Null's a little bit more reliable, but since Jirachi's got the Wish, it could be really helpful if I play them both correctly. So that is kind of Jirachi to pivot around. It's my main Torn switch in, because I didn't want to lose my Eviolite on the Type Null right away. So, yep, that's Jirachi, and that's going to wrap it up for this team builder. I'm feeling mostly confident about this game. This is one of those, if I could bring 7 Mons, this game would be over in a snap of a finger, but I can't. So, we'll see how this goes. I hope you enjoyed this battle, and we're going to get into it. Alright, here we are. Good luck, have fun to my opponent, Hayes. Let's start always by crossing stuff out. No Lickitung, no Thwackey, no Centiskorch. I didn't expect any of those except for maybe Centiskorch. No Aromatisse, that's kind of big. I did expect that to come, and it did not, so that's cool. And no Hydreigon. I almost brought Scarf Chandelure, and kind of regret not bringing it now, seeing that that's not here. I actually really thought that was coming too. I get why I didn't though, but a little bit shocked. Alright, that's the team we see. I do want to pre-warn that you guys know that my game is tomorrow, the playoff one, and I put a lot more effort into that one than this one, so hopefully this one doesn't go too bad. In terms of lead, Pangoro's so nice later on. Guja's not terrible here, but I think I might just pivot around with Jirachi early. Let's do that. I didn't really have a dedicated lead. I think this is fine. I could have gotten up rocks with Hippo too, but we'll do this. Again, good luck, have fun to Hayes, and this is the last regular season game of UPA, which is really awesome. I don't... Looking at the... Since it's 12 people make it and not 8, I'm pretty sure we're locked up for playoffs. If it was 8 people, it would be a very different story. Like, very different. This. We see Torn. Okay, kind of expected that as a lead. I gotta cross out the rest of my stuff. I'm almost done. Okay. We didn't see any information, right? Like, I didn't miss anything? No. A part of me wants the U-turn, and a part of me wants the Ice Punch. I mean, let's just Ice Punch and get damage on this, yeah? Let's do that. They're probably just gonna knock off. Yep. Not too shocked about that. I'm going to Wish next turn. Knock off my leftovers, whatever. This will do around 40-ish%. More, jeez. I got a crit first turn, I'm sorry about that. That kind of makes me want to Ice Punch again, but I think I'm going to Wish anyway. Because I see a U-turn coming out here. Yep. So this shouldn't do too much. Nope. And now they can pivot accordingly into whatever they please here. Why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? Recording started, yeah. I feel like I'm forgetting something right now. That crit's pretty nice. I feel bad. And we'll see what Hayes wants to go into. I do want to say my stepdad's probably going to be home pretty soon from working, so if you hear the dogs barking a lot when that happens, you know why. And I'm just saying sorry now, because I could see it happening. They go on to Terrakion. Okay. Yikes. I sent up a Wish. I would love to catch this Wish, but I don't think it's going to be a great idea. So I'm just going to go into Hippo. Yeah, let's go into Hippo. Because there's a Wish up, I'm not really too worried about it too much. And depending on what they do, I can get up my rocks. I kind of hope they attack me, but I feel like they won't. And switching would be a bad idea. This thing's pretty scary, not gonna lie. They close combat, that's fine. That is Choice Banded, okay. If not Life Orb, but probably Banded. Life Orb, okay, so I think they got a high roll on that too. I'll get the Wish back. Oof. That sucks, the fact that they're Life Orb. Hippo, Terrakion. That might be Adamant Life Orb too. I think that, yeah, that's Adamant Life Orb. I'm just gonna throw up my rocks. If he stays in and clicks the button again, very good play. Let's see it. They don't. Okay, good. They go into Jellicent. That's fine. I get up my rocks. Their defoggers are Torn and Thundy. He has been running a defog on one of the two quite a bit, if I recall correctly. I didn't scout all of his battles, but, you know, some of them. Getting those up is really nice. And what I can do now is switch out and go either into Jirachi or Titan Null. Who do I want to be using more? I like Jirachi's health a bit still here, so I think I go into Titan Null and pivot. Or I could go hard Goodra. I could just go hard Goodra. Let's do that. Let's go hard Goodra. I guess Sand's up, so maybe that's not the greatest play, but it's fine. We'll see what they want to do. I don't really care if I get burnt. It does mean I get chipped down a little bit quicker though. They toxic. That's also not great, but it's fine. If I can get rid of this, Scolipede goes stupid in this game. So yeah, I'm going to be taking some extra chip. I'm just going to T-Bolt this. Yeah, we'll T-Bolt. If they go on a Nidoqueen, good play. I could see a Metagross coming out here pretty freely. But Metagross will be taking the chip, so it's fine. Thundy's kind of a weird play, but they could do that. I don't think that's really the play to make, but, you know, they could. I think I need to get Pangoro in. They switch out. They go into Metagross. That's fine. T-Bolt's going to do a nice chunk to this. We can see if it's AV. They're going to take rocks. They're going to take this T-Bolt. That does a decent chunk. I don't think that's Assault Vest. No, I don't think that might be max HP, but it's not Assault Vest. I'm switching out here, going back into Hippo. If they are Magnet Rise, that's a big issue, though. I could go into Jirachi as a pivot. I could very well do that. No, let's go into Hippo. Let's just see what they want to do. If I can get more chip on this, that'd be really awesome. And, yeah. Let's see it. Ice Punch, good play. That was actually really free. I don't know. Well, that didn't do anything, so that's also fine. They take the Rocky Helmet chip. Sandstorm's gone. I think I take this time to slack off. I don't really care too much if they go into the flying types, so I'll slack off. Keep myself nice and healthy. Yeah, I think that's a good play. Because I don't really... If they stay in and just Ice Punch again, I'm fine with that. They switch out. They go into Torn, yeah. Get that regen back. I'm sure they're boots. Yep, they're boots. And we get this health. And now I'm going to go into Jirachi, I think. Just use it as a pivot. I didn't really want to use Jirachi this much this early, but I mean, here we are using it this much this early. As long as I think I need to keep just Goodra healthy. They defog, that's smart. And what I do now is I think a U-turn. I could also throw up a Wish. But I think U-turn's better. Yeah, let's do that. Because I feel like they're going to U-turn here. Yep, there it is. Awesome. So we get momentum out of this. And hopefully they go something like Jellicent. That would be great. Because then I can just knock off. With Pangoro. I want to get Pangoro in. They could go Thundurus, but I also get Pangoro in that way. I could even go Scalpede on that. I do have to remember that rocks are gone though. But this Torn is 100% just Hurricane, Knockoff, U-Turn, Defog. Thunderous, okay. It's in. That's a threat. It doesn't do too much. And we go out into, I want to save Goodra's health, so Scolipede or Pangoro. Thunderous. T. The thing is, I don't think either of them are killing. Actually, Ice Punch kills from Pangoro. That's such a weird play going hard Pangoro. It looks weird, but I think I'm going to do it anyway. I am faster than them, guaranteed, unless they're Scarf themselves. I'm gonna click Ice Punch. They don't have a good neutral play. How much does Knockoff do? Like, Knockoff doesn't do enough, so I just Ice Punch. Yeah. If they go into Jellicent, that's, you know, good play. Knockoff looks pretty free here. We get an error. That sucks. Alright, so we'll be right back. Alright, and we are back. We basically got it almost perfect, which is pretty sick. I said I was going to Ice Punch, and that is what I'm going to do still. And yeah, they U-turn, so they are Scarf themselves. Good to know. That is a decent chunk. Really good to know that they are Scarf. Let's see what they go into. Hopefully it's not Jellicent. Maybe it'd be like Tarak, expecting a knockoff. Couldn't quite tell you. Hopefully we don't lose connection again. I gotta get my mind back into the mindset of the game. Oh, please send it like Nidoqueen or something. That would be amazing. Or Torn. Torn taking a nice punch would be pretty nice. They go into Nidoqueen. There it is. Nice, nice. Alright, so this is going to do over half, like, well. Now, oh, that's nice. Now, do I want to tell them that I am Scarf? I think I do. Yeah, let's tell them I'm Scarf by clicking Ice Punch again. Free Jellicent doesn't bother me. Even like free Metagross, knowing I'm locked in, doesn't really bother me too much. Okay, so there's Scarf Thundy, their Life Orb Tarak, their Boots Torn. I'm not sure Metagross, but I don't think it's AV. I'm pretty sure. Okay, I have a good grip on what everything is, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so they stay in, they find out I'm Scarf, and Nidoqueen dies. Awesome. That makes Type Null like a little bit more easier to use, because Nidoqueen was the thing I wanted to use Type Null to pivot with. So with that being gone, I can use Type Null to pivot into other things. Cool stuff. So Scolipede's dual stabs are still resisted by Jellicent, so that doesn't matter. That's one less Drain Punch answer. They go into Tarak. They know I'm Scarf, so I have to switch out for now. And I think I just go back out into my what's the name of this Pokemon? Hippowdon. So let's do this. Terrakion can't get all the health back, so the more Rocky Helmet chip I get on Tarak, just the better, since Metagross is already chipped down. And plus, Jirachi can still pivot into the Metagross anyway. As they CC, smart play. That does over half, which is annoying, but the roll is probably in their favor to do over half anyway. They're going to just tank more Rocky Helmet chip. Part of me doesn't want to stay in, but I don't have a switch in. Is this where I sack Hippo? Hippo's good for this and Metagross, and again, I already mentioned I have good Metagross answers, so I could just try and get Rocks back up, or I could slack off. I think I just want to get Rocks up. Force a Defog later. Yeah, let's do that. They're going to kill me with CC, most likely. Yep, so I die. But they're going to be down to like half, which is awesome. Yep, that's good. The issue is this thing is going to get a kill like each time it comes in, basically, which is something I don't like. I either go Scolipede or I go Pangoro. I like the idea of going Pangoro here. Let's go back out into Pangoro. And I don't know what I want to click yet. Let's see. Pangoro into Terrakion. It's -2, which makes me kind of want to go for Ice Punch. Oh yeah, that definitely kills. Knockoff might have a high chance to kill as well. Do I have anything faster than Terrakion on my team? Outside of this Pangoro Scopied. Do I lose anything by clicking knockoff and losing this? Metagross becomes a bigger issue, but that thing's chipped down, so it's not that big of an issue. Knockoff has a good chance to kill, so I think I'm just going to go for knockoff, seeing that this is at -2. Let's do it. If they stay in and they live, good play. I am faster than this. So we'll see. If they have, the more bulk they have, the lesser chance. Like it does, to no bulk -2. If knockoff does 52 min. So they switch out, they go into Metagross, that's dead. Awesome. That makes losing Hippo a lot less like scarier. Cool stuff. This is gone. I want to see what item this was. I could have Drain Punch too. That would have not been a bad play. Weakness Policy. Okay. That's dead. Now I can use Jirachi just to pivot into Terrak now. Metagross is gone. Cool. Yeah, this is really opening up Type Null late game. I was going to use Type Null early, but now I'm using it late, of course. Sounds like something I'd do. They go into Torn. I have to switch out because I'm not faster than this. So I can go either into Jirachi or now I can go into Type Null. Type Null's, it's nice for Thundy. Thundy being Scarf, though, kind of makes me want to save it, like the health on it. So I think I just, yeah, I don't think 2 knockoffs kills Rachi. Let's go into Rachi. Because if they U-turn into Rack, I think they're adamant, so I might just stay in anyway and Iron Head it. So let's do that. And I don't think 2 knockoffs kill me, too. They go for U-turn, cool. We'll see what they want to do. I kind of hope they go into Terrak, to be honest. That's something I don't mind them doing. They probably just go into Thundy, though my Thundy switch into Type Null, which is pretty good. And Scolipede outspeeds Terrak too. I think this Jellicent, the Jellicent Terrak core is going to be really annoying, because if he plays really like well with that, he could like pivot around Pangoro and Scally. Thundurus, yeah. I was kind of hoping I wouldn't see Thundurus come out here. Buffed it by Sandstorm, that's cool. I'm just going to go into Type Null and really hope that they click like T-Bolt or not U-turn, basically. So we'll save this. Type Null. If they U-turn, they get basically a free Terrak kill. They T-Bolt, awesome. That does quite a bit, actually. But I'm just going to U-turn here. I don't see a reason not to. Let's do it. Because if I U-turn and they stay in, they just switch out. Awesome. Into Torn they go. Okay, not what I was expecting. But I think I still get a free Draco anyway. Let's see how much that does. Tornadus T. Goodra. Doesn't kill. Scalpede's not faster. I'm not faster. Goodra's saved for this. So let's go Goodra. And let's do it. Do I Draco or do I T-Bolt? T-Bolt, I like the idea of just dropping a Draco. It does more anyway. They don't have a good switch in, so let's fire off a Draco. This thing being toxic does kind of suck because I do get whittled down quicker. We'll see what they want to do. They just U-turn. That's smart. That does mean something is tanking a Draco. And that does a lot, too. This Tornadus could easily beat me late game. I need to get chip on this Jellicent and make sure Jellicent doesn't get recovered up. Because if I do that, Scolipede wins. With just the speed boost. Jellicent. Oh, that's literally what I wanted. I need them to have Strength Sap, though, and not recover. This is going to hurt. This is going to do around half, if not more. I kind of wish I had T-bolted now, but that's fine. Goodra, Jellicent. At -2, I don't think I'm killing. Can I let them... Does anything not let them Strength Sap? Not really. I think I just need to sack this. The issue is that this Tornadus is looking a lot more scarier in the back. I think I just dropped another Draco, yeah. Hopefully it kills. I don't think it's going to. If it does, that is amazing for me. Like, so good. No, I didn't think it would. But if they don't recover up, though, that's good enough. They recovered. I was really hoping they wouldn't be. That is a really, really big issue. Alright, so I'm going to switch out. Oh, that is really bad. Oh, let's not lose connection here. I could go type Null and Toxic, because they don't have a good Toxic switch in. Yeah, let's do that. But that means shipping this thing down is going to be so much harder. So yeah, we'll go into this in Toxic. I don't care if my type Null's on a Toxic timer. They just click Scald. This should do like nothing. Yeah, that does negative damage. I'm going to Toxic. Again, getting this thing whittled down is going to be really nice. There it is. Cool. So this thing can't sit in front of my team. That's awesome. They're Scald, Recover, Toxic. I don't think they're Will-O-Wisp. They're Toxic on this. Alright, whatever. And now I just U-turn. I think I U-turn into Rachi and Wish. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Cool stuff. I'm not really liking my scenario, but it's something. We will get momentum at least, so that's kind of nice. But if I had Throat Chop on Pete, that'd be real nice. Oh wait, I'm faster. Okay. Well, I just go into Jirachi and Wish up. That's the play to make. Which is really nice here. And it depends on what they make. The plays they make is what I wish into. They just Scald. That's fine. That does a solid chunk, actually. They're getting whittled down, so that's really nice. Going to Wish. Keep something healthy here. Throw that up. If they kill me, they kill me. It's not a big deal. They Shadow Ball, so they will kill me. That's actually good for me, because they don't get to recover up. I'm dead. What percentage are they going to be at? They're at like 20%. How much does Scolipede do to this? Earthquake does 28. I kill this. I could also try and recover up, but if I go Scolipede, Tornadus is still an issue. I really don't want to let them. I could also go Pangoro and just knock off, to be honest. No, let's go Scolipede. As long as I keep type no healthy, I think Scolipede is I think I'll be fine. This does mean the Wish does go to waste. Can I click any other move besides Earthquake here? I could click Mega Horn. I could click Rock Slide, but I'm gonna click Earthquake just because it's the safest. This dies. They'll see I'm Life Orb, and that's dead. Cool. Jirachi's dead, I gotta remember. So this puts me into a scenario where I gotta chip down Torn, which is not an easy task, considering it's a Tornadus. But Scolipede beats Terrakion every time. It beats Thundurus after 1 speed boost, which I do have. And Tornadus is the one thing. Like, I'm faster than Torn, but Rock Slide will not kill from full. No. So I need to switch out. Is this where I sat Goodra? I think this is where I sat Goodra. Or I could sack to get damage off. I don't really like that play. Let's go Goodra. This is tough. Maybe I should have won the type no and got that wish off. They're going to Hurricane. This will kill me. If not, Toxic will. Yeah. This is not good. Not a good scenario. I gotta go type null. I might lose. I just might lose right here, actually. Type null into Torn. Rock Slide does a lot. I think I Rock Slide to get the chip off, and then I U-turn. I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm Rock Sliding. They're gonna U-turn. That's fine. I should have U-turned. If I U-turn there, I think I don't win, but no, maybe I do. Because if they go into Terrak, I could U-turn, just go out into. Oh, they go into Thundy. That's well, that's not great, but it's better than the other one would have been. This will do a lot. Yep, that does a lot. That's really nice. I almost want them to kill me here, but I think I actually U-turn. No. If they Thunderbolt, I barely live. It doesn't. I think I need to rely on a Hurricane Miss. I think that's just what this game's going to come to. I am going to Rock Slide. If they U-turn, it's going to be a bad play on my part. Yeah, I should have U-turned. Man. Unless they go Torn here, that don't even matter. No, I messed up. If I U-turn there, and especially if they go Terrakion, if they go Torn, it's not going to matter as much. But if they go Terrakion, then I really messed up here. Yeah, because if I U-turn, I go into Scally, and then I have a lot of a better chance to win. Yeah, cool, like, whatever. Yeah, this game comes down to Hurricane. Which sucks, because he only needs to hit 2. I don't see a way how I get out of this. I'm going to still U-turn. But I think I just lose. I'll U-turn the Scolipede, get my speed boost, and then I could go for a Rock Slide flinch, because I'll be faster than Torn. That's a play. I don't like it, but that is a play. I don't need my Life Orb at this point. That doesn't matter. And I made myself Jolly, so I do guaranteed outspeed Terrakion. Let's see what Hayes wants to do here. They Stealth Rock. Okay. I mean, that's not a bad play, but I'm cool with it. They're Life Orb, so they can switch up moves, though. That's a crit. It's not going to matter. And I go into Scolipede, and I got to just go for it. Good play on the Rock Slide there. I mean, the Stealth Rocks. Yep, this is going to be... Especially if they're max speed. Terrak, it dies to an Earthquake. I go for that. I'm faster than this. They'll see I'm Jolly. This is dead. I kill Thundurus from this range, so it just comes down to if Torn hits a Hurricane here. And if I can get a flinch potentially. Because I will be faster, as I keep mentioning. This was a pretty good game. I can't be too upset with how I played, and it was pretty close. Tornadus is guaranteed 2-shot by Rock Slide, so that's cool. There's Torn, yep. I just gotta go for it. Come on. Come on, Scolipede. Let's go for the Rock Slide. Let's do it. This will do over half. Yep, well over half. I need them to miss, or I could get a flinch. They go for Hurricane, and they hit. Alright, GG. Good game to Hayes. They do still have to hit another one, but they might not even have to hit another one, to be honest. Pangoro, 177. What speed do they need? They could be modest max speed and I outspeed, but yeah, I don't think so. I don't think Type No lives at this point. A Hurricane, because I'm just so low. 38, yeah, it just doesn't live. Yeah, I go Pangoro and I need them to miss a Hurricane. That's simply how it is. Or I could just be magically faster, but I don't think I'm going to be. Ice Punch, right? They only have the 2 Mons left, right? Yeah, I Ice Punch here. I'm faster. Okay, I'm faster. I think Torn just cleans up, the Thunderous cleans up this game still. Let me see, what's the calc on T-Bolt? 63 to 75. I'm at 116. I'm at 67. Yeah, this is gonna be in their favor. GG again. I still think I lose this game here. They T-Bolt. This is a roll in their favor. Oh, they got it. Good play. Good GG. Man, I actually got so hyped. If I had saved, if I knew I was faster, I think I threw that game. But like, max speed Pangoro doesn't outspeed max speed Torn. So, yeah. GG to Hayes. We're gonna lose 1-0. I don't think that matters in terms of playoffs. A little bit of a bummer because I feel like I could have won that game knowing I was faster. But you know, that's just hindsight's 2020. Make sure to go check out his channel. It will be linked in the description below. I believe we made playoffs, which kind of good, kind of bad, because I kind of don't care about this team. So yeah, we'll see you next week. Tomorrow's BBL semifinals, so hope you guys enjoy that. And yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you later.